Sunshine Daily. We're here in the spring of 2025 to show you what it's like to rope drop Disneyland. We're going to start right from the rope at the beginning of the rope in Frontierland. Then we're going to go on our first ride, show you what the wait time's like. We're going to have a breakfast as we walk on to our next ride. Meet some fun characters along the way. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. We're going to start at the ticket line. Now here's my first tip for you. You can actually go through the mobility line. This is going to be on the very far right. It is a special line for mobility devices. And I didn't know you could go through this line, but she waved me right in. So I went to that far right line. That's my first tip. Here's a look at Main Street, Disneyland Park. This is on April 10th. Beautiful Thursday morning. Now, I chose this day specifically even though it is actually an early entry day for Disneyland. Early entry days are Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, but I didn't mind because I am not actually going to go on my first rope drop ride, which early entry guests can go to Fantasyland and they can go to Tomorrowland, but I'm going to go to Frontierland. So that doesn't bother me that there's early entry guests in the park already. If you don't know what those are, they are guests that are staying at the on-site hotels. So the Disneyland Hotel, Pixar Place, those guests can access 7:30. They can go to specifically those two lands I mentioned. However, the rest of the park is closed. So that's what we're going to do. Our goal is to rope drop that. The exact time here, you can see the clock over there, is about 7:43 in the morning, almost 7:45. And we're walking up to try to get a very vital position near the front of the line for rope drop. So my next tip is you actually have to get to Disneyland before they open. So Disney opens at 8, but they actually open the ticket line usually between 7:20 and 7:25. So you can get in before the rope drop. A rope drop means that they're going to section off different lands and you cannot get to those lands until that rope is dropped. And there will be an employee there, a cast member that will be standing at the rope, not letting you pass. Then right when the rope drop happens, they will literally drop the rope and then people can access those rides in those lands. And so we are going to head to Frontierland. So our goal this morning is to rope drop Thunder Mountain. Thunder Mountain is one of my favorite rides to ride, and what happens is it does have a fast pass, but it gets really, really full, and the ride breakdowns often during the day. So I like to guarantee I can go on Thunder Mountain. So my goal is to get on that ride first and have zero wait. So I'm going to show you, this is the location of the rope drop. There's the castle. So the castle's to our right, and we're kind of slightly left of it. There I am. Now I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. There are guests, if you see them walking through the castle, those are the early entrance guests only. And they've been there since 7:30 in the morning, so it's about 7:45, 7:50 at this time, and they get to go to that land. Here we go. Once we hear the music, we know that they're about to drop the rope and we can get going. So come along with me. Let's go.
And begin your adventure as you explore Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. For your safety, we ask that you please walk to your next destination. And we hope that today you'll make memories that will last a lifetime. Here we go, here we go.
we made it. Walk on. Walk on. Let's go. Nobody up there. Let's see how many trains they have running today. There's one right there. That's our train right there, going around. Here comes our train. First one's on after the go show. Next, we picked up a chimichanga right outside Thunder Mountain. There is a cart. They do breakfast chimichangas. I grabbed a packet of hot salsa, and I'm gonna eat this as I wait for my next ride. This is my tip. Grab your breakfast and eat it on the go. Again, this is chimichanga. It's on sale at a cart right across from Thunder Mountain, closer to the exit. Okay, what are we gonna see next? Well, as I'm walking up the stairs, I noticed Haunted Mansion, 13-minute wait, and that means no wait. So if you see 13 on Haunted Mansion, that's the lowest number that they will go for standby. So we're gonna get right in here and go check out the Haunted Mansion. This is the standby line. Now, normally this does get full about 10 o'clock in the morning, so I wanted this one to be my next one to go on because as I was filming this, Indiana Jones was closed. It's open now, I believe, but that would have been my next move, either Indiana Jones or this ride. And here I am enjoying my chimichanga. It's so delicious. It was hot and amazing.
Of course, there's always my way.
I was curious to see if the line really had filled up since I got off that ride, and looks like nope. Still a 13-minute wait, so still a go for that. And it's baby duck season. It's the spring. So of course we have to stop and check out Mama Duck and her babies. We will be on the lookout for these all day, of course. They will definitely stop traffic. Now, where are we going to be headed next? My ultimate favorite ride. And looks like it is not quite 9 o'clock. It's 8:50. So we've done 2 rides, and we are going to head to Tomorrowland. My top number 1 ride is Space Mountain. And you might be wondering, well, why did you not rope drop Space Mountain? So here's the thing. Most people will either rope drop Indiana Jones, Thunder Mountain, Rise, or Space, or sometimes Peter Pan. But I am not going to do that because I have a secret tip. First of all, I'm by myself, but even if I was with a party of more than myself, so I was with my friend once, we both went through the single rider line. So I am positive the single rider line is open over at Space. That's why I kind of, oh, here's Mama Duck and some more baby ducks. So of course we have to look at those. But I was positive single rider was going to be open, so that's why I decided to do Space a little bit later in the morning. But I do want to get it done because it is my favorite ride, and Space closes sometimes as well. And then if it closes, it could be a couple hours, might not be able to go on it during the morning or at all. So I'm going to go over there and check out the single rider line. Let's check out these beautiful trumpet pink trees. That way you know that's a sign of spring at Disney. They are gorgeous. Don't forget to take your castle picture. That's another tip of mine. Take that early on in the morning. Don't forget, that's a very vital part of your Disney trip. Now, we are headed over to Tomorrowland. So this is the next land as we cross over the hub. And you can see this is Astro Blaster. If you have little kids, I would suggest this is a good ride to go on in the morning because there's no lightning lane and it will fill up. And the kids can move it up and down just like Dumbo. So here we are at Tomorrowland, and we're going to make a beeline for my ultimate favorite ride, Space Mountain. Space Mountain is an indoor roller coaster, and right now it's called Hyperspace. It's at the very end of the Star Wars month, but it's pretty much, I think, the last day of it. So here we go in the exit to get our single rider pass. There's a podium near the pictures. All right, we got our single rider ticket for Space Mountain. Woohoo! Right before 9 o'clock. Let's see how long it takes. Let's go. Nobody in line. And it's just before 9 a.m. Here we go. So if you've never done the single rider before, by the way, you do have to ask for the ticket at the podium by the pictures. And then you have to then give the ticket over to a cast member. So you do need that ticket. This is my favorite ride, Space. It's completely dark inside, roller coaster. Does not have any upside down turns. It has about 4 or 5 dips, and it's a classic. So I do suggest checking out Space Mountain, whether you do regular standby or single rider. Give it a try. So our next move would have normally been Matterhorn, which is the direction I'm heading, but on my map it said it was shut down, and that can happen. Just be prepared on your Disneyland trip that these rides often do shut down. Sometimes they're very small mini breakdowns, meaning just a half hour or an hour, and sometimes they will be shut down for half the day. So get to the rides that are most important to you first. Those were my top 3 so far today. Now Matterhorn is closed, so I can't do that. So my next big one is going to be Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. So I'm going to head up to Toontown and see what I can see along the way. I'm just showing you. There's one of the horse-drawn carriages there, and there's lots of other rides you can go on. Early in the morning, it's beautiful. This is the new Pixie Hollow area. Brand new, that has just opened recently. You can catch Tinkerbell and Peter Pan over there frequently with meet and greets. Oh, look who it is, Alice and the Mad Hatter. Hello.
I just love that. Just met Alice and the Mad Hatter.
Tune in, I'll post another video for more.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.